Alright, welcome everybody to another mixing video. Today we're going to be continuing on what we did last time, which was doing a mix start to finish with stock plugins, but this time we're going to do the mix bus processing with Waves plugins. So all these videos that I'm going to do one video of the stock plugins, one video of the Waves, and then one of Slate Digital. And we're going to do the same portion for each. So last time we did mix bus processing, so we're going to do mix bus processing today with the Waves ones. And I had a little bit of difficulty with the stock plugins on the mix bus, I'm not going to lie. But I'm a little bit more familiar with the Waves ones. So that's a little bit sad sounding because you should be very familiar with your stock plugins. But I just haven't used them in a while. I used to use them all the time. And they're great plugins, but I'm going to have to get used to them a little bit. So yeah, let's get started with the mix here with Waves plugins.
Finally alone with a peace of mind that I've been searching for, and all I seem to hear is the sound of your laughter. And if you believe that I don't think about you, you should know it's hard to be so far without you. And when you hold my hand, it doesn't matter how far I may be, you know I'm home. I will like a star. The present always lives in your heart, so let's enjoy our time. I'ma lean on you, you lean on me, so good when we're together. Hey, by now you should know I won't lose my way. Your love always saves me. Your love always saves me. Whenever
Wow. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. So that was night and day, the speed with this one. It took me forever to get the sound that I wanted with the stock plugins. And like I said, not that the stock plugins are bad, it's just that I'm not as familiar with them. If I used those as much as I used to use them, I probably could have done it just as quick as this. But I know for a fact that I've used all of these plugins multiple times before, and I just know how to dial them in exactly how I want them. So let's talk about the chain here. So I started out with some console emulation, okay, NLS bus on the SSL setting, and most of the time I would use the Neve setting for this, but I'm kind of thinking ahead in the mix. I'm thinking on the channel level I'm going to be using the Neve. So on the bus, I want it to be the SSL. So that way it's sort of like I tracked through Neve preamps and then mixed on a SSL desk. Okay, so that's just adding some harmonics and color. Then one of the greatest EQs ever, the SSL EQ, and I'm pretty much doing the same moves as I did in the other one. High passing at 22, boosting a little bit at 60, cutting a little bit at 500, cutting a little bit at around 4K, 3.5K in this case, and then a shelf here at 8K, excuse me. So just adding a little bit of weight, cleaning up some mud here and here, getting rid of a little bit of nasaliness here, and then adding a little bit of shimmer up top. And then SSL compressor, bus compressor, one of the most famous bus compressors of all time. Just took a little bit of massaging to get it the right amount of gain reduction that I wanted. But as far as attack and release, I almost always set it like this. I used to set it like this, but that was way too fast of an attack, and now I can really hear the difference. Benefits having a slow attack so you can let your transients through, especially on a mixed bus compressor. And then the one thing that took a little bit of time on here, and it didn't need to, it was just I wanted to try 2 different flavors of tape on the mix bus. So originally I had the Kramer tape, which I really liked a lot, but I actually ended up liking the Saphira tape and harmonic coloration. I like this a little bit more. So this is a great plugin. So is the Kramer tape, but for me, this actually fit this track a little bit better. So I almost always use a tape emulation at the very end. And since with the waves you have a few options, I tried this one out. And I liked it, so I kept that. And actually on this, I used a preset called 3D under Master Bus, but I just changed the tape speed to 15 inches per second. And then the same UAD plate as I used on the other one. And to me, it was just so much faster to get the result that I wanted. And I do like the sound of this a little bit better. And one thing that I noticed also is even though I'm using every single one of these plugins is an analog emulation, except for the Saphira. But even when it was the Kramer one, there was less noise throughout the mix than using the stock plugins, which I would have thought it would have been backwards because I kept the analog on all of these. So that's a little bit strange to me. I'm assuming that on the other one, the tube saturation was what was creating the noise. And unfortunately, the stock plugins don't have something like NS1 where you can just remove some of that hiss. We'll see how I need to tweak the mix for that one as the series goes on. Because if it becomes too noisy, then we'll have to try some cleaner plugins. But as far as these Waves plugins, it's getting a real nice sense of warmth. The top end really just is shimmery now. It has a sense of space. Imaging is miles beyond what I would have expected just with this mix bus chain. So yeah, you can tell I really like this Waves mix bus chain. So I hope that you watched the video before this so you can kind of compare a little bit. But if you didn't, you can go and check it out. And that way you'll get a little bit better of an understanding why I'm freaking out so much over this chain here, because it's just pretty amazing. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. I hope maybe that you learned a new mix bus chain. And yeah, I'm still very blown away by this. I'm at a loss for words. So thank you so very much for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked this video. If not, you can give it a thumbs down if you didn't. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, as I always say. If you really liked it, please subscribe. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you so very much one last time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.